It's still Rock City Breakfast Show, and we have our guest in the studio with us today. She is a very, very close, you know, person to NTA. We've known her for so many years, and she's making waves out there. She's going to tell us more about herself. But first of all, let me introduce her to you. She is Mrs. Toyin Wiggins. She is a change maker. She's in charge of Center for Leadership and Mentoring Initiative. You're welcome to Rock City, Ma.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. You know I always call you auntie because you are auntie. We're looking at New Year resolution. I know you are a mentor. You affect lives since I've known you. No, that was how.
An agent of change.
Agent of change. That was how I knew you. You know, through the works you do and all that. But today we're looking at New Year resolution. To you as a person, what do you understand by that word, New Year resolution?
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be in NTA studio. It brings back all the nostalgic years that I worked in NTA Lagos.
Wow.
Thank you for having me again. To my own understanding, a resolution is taking a decision, having a resolve, determining to do something or changing something or affirming something that you are doing. To me, that's, in a nutshell, all those words I've just used, what resolution means to me. Okay. You want to change something, you want to continue to do something, you want to affirm what you are doing, that what you're doing is okay, or you want to change your lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay, so now, does it have to be, because for most people, they like to do, make resolutions. I don't even want to say resolution, resolutions at the beginning of the year. When you're crossing over, like from 31st to the 1st of a new year, you find people, there's some people who even go as far as listing out what they want the year to be like for them, and some we actually, kind of, like you said, affirm. I like that word, affirm. Yeah. Affirm the way they want things to be for them for the year. But, the thing is that most times, those affirmations, those resolutions, they are not able to keep. Okay, now for you, have you been able to maintain, resolutions that you have made for yourself?
Yeah, because a lot of people have not found themselves. That's where the problem lies. Because once you find the reason why you are here, your purpose on earth, you line up for yourself how to get to where you are going. You make sure that you keep working on yourself every day. And for me, I found who I am, and I'm working towards becoming every day. It's a journey, it's a daily journey.
It's continuous.
It's a continuous continuum. You don't get there in a day. But for people that always make resolution every year, I think they just look at their calendar and they see that the year is already going into the annal of time again, and they're like, wow, I didn't do anything this year. I think I need to start again. And it just becomes a religion, or it becomes a lifestyle that every end of the year they try to. So if you have not found yourself, you cannot keep to the resolution. Because by the time you start it in January, February, March, you lose balance. And you just say, okay, you procrastinate, you keep procrastinating. But if you found you know where you are going. It is a journey, so you are focused on it. Maybe you make another resolution to study more, to bank more,
to travel more,
to travel more,
to save more,
to read more. Because I always tell people, the day you stop reading is the day you start to die. Yeah. The more you read, the more enlightened you become, the more exposed you become, and then you know the how of what you are here to do. Yeah.
Oh, okay, can I quickly ask this? You are a change maker, and I know that every year you will set a resolution for yourself.
Yes.
What inspires you? The kind of resolution you set for yourself. What inspires you to set that kind of resolution, and how do you keep to it?
Okay, so for me, because I told you I found myself, I believe that my generation is not really doing justice to this coming generation, and I decided I wanted to be a bridge builder. I wanted to become, make supportive leadership possible for young emerging African leaders. And so because of that, I have about 32 young emerging leaders that are on my team. They are volunteers and they are all making waves. And we say to ourselves, change begins with us.
Yeah.
That is our slogan.
Yeah.
Change begins with me. Become that change that you want to see. And so for that, the resolution that I make is based on making sure that the visions that we have in the center, aligning with the young people, making their voices heard, bringing them to the table of decision, empowering them to become. It's a continuous continuum, like I said before.
Yes.
So the resolution doesn't really change. We only add a little to it, and we just keep moving. And we can see the trajectory. We can see that we are really getting to somewhere. We are seeing the young people becoming. Most of them have their own NGOs. Most of them are changing the narrative in their community. And it is a plus to the young people. It is kudos to them. And I'm rooting for them always. So our resolution is not changing. We just make sure that we keep moving on and helping the young people become.
Okay, so as an agent of change,
Yes.
now you're meeting somebody that probably will come to you and say stuff like, you say, I drink a lot. And every year I make resolutions to stop drinking, but I still find myself going back to do what, I've said I will not do. How can you help such person to be able to maintain, their resolution about, maybe
Stopping the habits.
it's not stopping, no. Is there anything
Or
like
letting go.
stopping?
Or letting go.
Or should I say moderate? It becomes a case of moderation because it's a gradual thing. Because even drinking itself is an addiction.
No, when you say moderate, you are still drinking.
Yes.
But you can totally stop. I've seen people that have totally stopped.
If you are what we call an alcoholic.
So even if you're an alcoholic, all that person needs is love. That person just needs a support system.
Yeah.
If you get a support system, you show them that you genuinely care for their journey. You genuinely care for that person to change. And that person has made a resolution not to even go back to his or her vomit. We have support system. We have people that can walk them through it. But it starts with me and you as a change maker. To first show them love, give them a shoulder they can lean on, not judging them. When you judge them, you make them feel more terrible.
Worse.
Yes. So just show them love, then introduce them to some support system where people that have gone through that same channel
process,
are able to come out of that problem, so they can speak the language of the drunk. Because they came out of that process. We have those kind of support systems readily available in Jos Plateau State. So it's just for us to find those people and introduce them to those support systems.
What are those resources, that one can use to really, really use to achieve their resolutions?
The person must be first and foremost, because you cannot take the horse to the river to drink by force if the horse does not want to drink. That person must be willing to change and willing to abide by rules, because everything is about rules and regulations. If you don't modify things, if you don't follow rules, there's no way you can come out on the other side better. So that person must be dedicated to changing his or her own lifestyle. So even if we show you love and we give you a shoulder to lean on, and you are not willing to really, really change, that change will not come. Because even if we introduce you to the support system, we have a lot of support system. I don't want to be biased by calling names, organizations. But after this event, after this interview, I can share some links with you and some information with you, so you can give it to some people to go there. Those places are places where people that have gone through, maybe they are smoking, they are drinking, and they are addicted to some drugs and all drugs. People come out of it better, and they become even teachers of others. So they have to be dedicated. They have to be willing to change. Resources are available. People are available to help if they are dedicated to changing. So I don't want to give you the names on
understand,
air so that it doesn't look like I'm biased. Yes.
Okay, to stay motivated throughout the year, like you said, when you set a resolution from the beginning of the year, towards, okay, like I think Bosse said, you said it too, towards, as the year progresses, you become wary.
Yeah.
You to even, keep up, it becomes a struggle. How do you checkmate yourself, you as an individual, as a change maker? Because I know you set rules for yourself that the year 2023, I know you achieved a lot this year.
Yeah.
I want to achieve this for my organization, for me as a person. I want to affect people's lives. How do you checkmate yourselves?
Because we are human and we are fallible.
Yes.
And sometimes you set those decisions, those resolutions, they are not looking as if it's becoming or is you are achieving anything.
Okay.
So you get weary. But what I do for myself is, because I'm always in the place of prayer, I encourage myself from there, and I keep telling myself that because it's looking like this does not mean it is not already happening. Because you might not see it happening. You might not see the picture that is happening. It's like you are building a house. You are putting one brick on top of the other. You have not seen the finished building and you are giving up. It does not mean that it's not happening. So you just keep moving. I tell my people, just keep moving. If you are not seeing the result, as long as you are putting in the effort, keep on moving. So I tell myself every time, keep on moving. You can't see it coming to pass, but it's happening. It's gradual. Life is a process. Yes. So in the process of time, you will achieve it if you don't stop. So I tell myself every time, I'm not going to stop because I'm not seeing results. I'm going to be resolved to achieve what I've set for myself. Sometimes you don't achieve all the resolution.
True.
You can roll it over to the next year. But when you look back with gratitude in your heart, you see what you have done.
Important.
The right word.
Yes. You see what God has helped you to do. If you set 12 and you achieve even 4, you clap for yourself.
Of course.
Celebrate your little wins. It will motivate you to keep moving. But when you begin to look at it negatively, you will see that, I've not achieved this thing, then you give up. Then you won't get anywhere. Because it's like a moving train. You are going somewhere. You have not gotten to your destination, so you cannot stop. Yes.
So it must it be at the beginning of the year that will make
of every year?
It mustn't. It mustn't. You can start at the middle of the year.
Okay.
You can start even towards the end of the year. It is when the day dawn that you start your own day. So it is when it occurs to you. It is when you realize it that this is the vision God has given to me. This is how I will go about it. You start, but make sure that you get a mentor. Make sure you get some people that you can be accountable to. Get supportive friends. Leave people that are so toxic and so negative. Because a lot of times you bring your vision to the table and your friends tell you it cannot be done. And then you just give up. So get people that will motivate, encourage,
and
empower, push you, pray for you, support you,
and hold your hand,
a shoulder that you can cry on.
Yes.
Because sometimes you will cry on the journey.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sometimes you want to give up.
It's not smooth.
Yes.
It's not a smooth journey.
Yes. So those are your friends that you have put around you, and those mentors that have gone ahead of you, that you can stand on their shoulder and look ahead. They will tell you, don't walk this way. I think if we go this way, you will achieve it. Those people will help you achieve. You can't achieve it alone.
They are actually talking from experience.
Yes.
They have taken that path, so they know the pitfalls.
Yes.
So they will guide you through it.
Yes.
Wow, I've enjoyed this.
Yes.
Auntie Yvonne, I think you just closed the discussion with all that you said, but I want you to just I'm not asking you to predict what 2024 will look like for you, but what are those things you're looking forward to,
as an individual,
as an individual,
for yourself, for the country, economically, in every ramification.
In the year 2024, I know that this country will be better.
Amen.
They call me Mama Nigeria. Because I love this country. A lot of people will be like, why are you not in your country? I say, no, this is my country. This is where I am, and I believe so much in this country. I know we've got the manpower, we've got the people that have the zeal, the zest, the creativity, the resilience to get things done. So I believe this country will be better in the year 2024. For me personally, it's a daily growth. I know I will be better educationally, socially, you know, resource-wise. I believe I will be better in the year 2024. And to my teaming supporters and to my teaming volunteers, to my teaming friends out there, never give up, because the year 2024 is a promise that you have to unravel. It's a gift that you must open, embrace, and work with. It's in your court. So whatever you have decided to do in the year 2024, make sure that resilience is one of the biggest key that will move you from where you are right now to where you want to be in the year 2024.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Resilience.
Yes, resilience.
One of the things that's stuck here, keep moving.
Keep moving. Yes.
Keep moving.
Yes.
No
Be
matter
determined.
the obstacle, be
Be
determined.
intentional.
You know the reason why.
Intentional.
You know the reason why you have to keep moving. If you go to a terminal, a bus terminal,
Yes.
and you get a bus, you are going to Lantan right now.
Yes.
And when you get to Kwampan, when you get to Panshin, and you stop, have you gotten to your destination?
No, you
so
haven't.
you have to keep moving until you get to your destination.
Yes.
If it takes you 50 years, you keep moving. If it takes you 10 years, just keep moving. So you have to keep moving.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
We've
Thank
been
you.
we've been talking with our big sis in the house, Mrs. Toyin Wiggins. She is a change maker.
Thank you so much for
Auntie.
coming. We have